Good evening traders and welcome to Trades FX. It's currently Thursday the 13th of July 2023 and the time is 10:15 p.m. here in the UK. Traders, hope you've had an amazing day. The markets have been wild today and it's about that I'm going to talk to you about right now. So let me jump over on into the charts and let me just show you a little lesson in here about keeping your cool, not making silly mistakes that could get you out of a potentially winning trade. Now, if I remember rightly, it was back, when did we get into this trade? Back in June that I entered this trade in the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar daily chart. Now, as you can see here, we're 48.3 pips up at the moment. Guys, we're short and we've been short. Let me just hover over this. Let me just hover over this red bar. If you look just below where my cursor is, you see the little red arrow. Let me fatten it up. It pops up just here. That's where we've been short from. The little red arrow that pops up as I hover. Can you see it in the top bar there? And price has been down, down, down. We've been up over 240 odd pips in this trade, guys. And look where we are now. Okay? Now, many people will look at this chart and said, well, Ray, you should have got out of this market. You should have taken your profits down here because we've broken a new low. And guys, the fact just remains is that's not in my plan. That is not my trading plan. My trading plan says that I take profits down here. Okay. And as far as I'm concerned, we're still bearish the Australian dollar. Okay. Now, yes, we've got some news-driven news pushing price back up to where, price may get back up to here. Price may even come right back up and take me out. Now, if it does, I've still won in this trade because I've taken some profits on the way down. However, there is something that may present itself should price get up here. Because there's a possibility that if price gets up here, I'm going to take a close look at this and I may sell this market again. Now, I've got no risk in this first trade, so we're good. I'm good, we're up. So I may consider taking a shot at another short trade back up if price gets back up into this level. If it doesn't and price falls off and all of a sudden we're back down here, well, of course I'll be happy. Now, let's be real with you. Let's be absolutely real with you. I'm sitting here in this market, okay? I was 240 odd pips up a few days ago, and now I'm only 42 pips up, 48 pips up, with the possibility that I could go into a negative. That's a distinct possibility because after these two very, very powerful bullish bars, the chances are that there is still some more up to go, and that may take me out, okay? However, in this all of this shenanigans that's going on in here, there's a pattern playing out. There is absolutely a pattern playing out, okay? And what I think is going to happen is I think that price may get to, let's just change the colour slightly. I actually do think that price may push up into this level. And I think once price pushes up into this level, I think we're going to be met by sellers again. And I think those sellers are going to be more aggressive than the buyers. And I think that price is then going to go down. So yes, I may well take a second position at this profit, if price gets to this level here. So on that basis, I'm going to pull this across. Okay, I'm going to pull this across. And if I can get it level, and not only that, I'm going to set an alert in here. Set an alert, and if price crosses up through that line, look to get short. And that's it, traders. It's as simple as that. I'm not worried about the fact that we were once 200 pips up and we're now only 48 pips up. I'm not worried about that. All I'm interested in is that I stick to my plan and see what happens here. So traders, thanks for sitting in. Wanted to keep this short. It's already been 4.5 minutes, so I'll come out now. Let's see what happens. Catch you soon, traders. Good evening, traders, and welcome to Trades FX. It's currently Monday, the 31st of July, 2023, and the time, as you can see here by the clock, is 14 minutes past 10 p.m. UK time. Traders, welcome back to the channel. Just a bit of a catch up on a trade here, which I've been in for some time now. I'm considering adding to a position, and I want to document what's going on in this trade and also just bring you up to speed with what my thoughts are. Now, let's get over into the chart and let's have a look at the pair that we're talking about. So here you can see I'm on the daily chart of the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Okay, and if you remember, there's a series of videos which I've shot about this pair showing me taking a loss in here, re-entering, and since then we've been in this trade for some time now. However, we've taken some money out of the market. We can't lose. It's a longer term swing trade, and as you can see, our target is down here at 467 pips. Now, the lesson really in this video is, and the other thing to consider about the lesson in this video is, if you really want to ramp up your profits from trading, one of the things that you have to consider is this trade the type of trade where I can add to my position? Now, we're already in a winning trade. We cannot lose in this trade, okay? We've taken some profits out of the market. The trade's going well, and we're here now, and I'm here now considering, what's my next move? Do I just let it run, see if it goes back up and takes me out, or do I, or does it come down and hit our stop loss for a profit? Well, what I've done is I've looked at this market, okay? I've looked at this pair, the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. And the closer that I look at the fundamentals and the sentiment, I'm still bearish this pair. I'm still bearish, and I still believe that our way forward is to the downside. Now, that presents some opportunities, doesn't it? Because every now and again a market will pull back. A bearish market will pull back for either profit taking or new longs getting short, or just the institutions not in the market, and the market being able to be driven higher by smaller traders. Whatever it is, I don't know. Okay, at this moment in time, I don't know. So let me just fatten up the chart and let me tell you what I'm thinking. So I'm now down to the 9-hour chart, and I've got these levels drawn in here as levels of support and resistance. Okay, and as you can see, if I fatten this chart up now, this leg here has pushed up into this level of resistance, and then it's stalled. Okay. Now, I've been looking within this, as I go down now to the 6-hour chart, I've been looking within this leg, and I believe this leg is weak. I believe it's a bull run in a bear market, okay? And I believe at some time in the very near future, this market is gonna turn around and head off back to the downside. Now, is that gonna happen? Well, I don't know. But you never know these things in the marketplace. And what I want to bring your attention to is how price, we're on a 3-hour chart here now. What I want to bring your attention to is how price has pushed up into this level for 3 hours, 6 hours, okay? And then we've started to turn down. Now, I believe that this move is now exhausted. There could be one little extra push up. There is the possibility of that, because the pattern in here is showing it could be complete, but it's not showing full signs of being complete. However, I'm going to take a chance on it being complete, okay? And what I'm looking to do here, if I can just up this chart, is I'm not going to enter the market. Look at the type of bars that are going on up there. Okay, so what I'm looking to do here is I'm looking to play, if price breaks below this, if you can have a look at this, I'm going to try and fatten this up as much as I can. That's better. So if you take a look at this pin bar, okay, I'm going to place an extra order on my own account to get short at that level. Now, the reason I have to do it on my own account is because if I do it on TradingView, for whatever reason, you can't have two separate trades on one pair at the same time. So if I was to do that now, what it in effect does is it wipes out this trade and makes it all one big trade. And for video purposes, I really don't want to do that. Too much work has got into these series of videos to spoil that right now. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to place a marker in the market just to show you what I'm going to do. And you've probably seen me do this before. So let me just try and find the tool. And if I remember rightly, it's this tool here. Now, if you look up the left, if you look at this bunch of figures here, okay, if you look right here, as I hover over the bars, they give you the stats of the bar, and you can see the open, high, low, close is recorded there. So if I go to the bar in question, okay, you will see the low is 88. Just, in fact, let me just highlight it for you. If you look up here, right, let me change it to yellow so it's easily seen. If you look up here, these figures here show you the bar, the open, high, low, close of the bar, okay? And it's this bar that we're looking at. And if I look to the left, I can see that the low of this bar is 88438. Well, I'm going to put my entry, my limit order, slightly below that. So if it's 88438, where are we? 88438. I'm going to put my order to get in at 88422. So let's get this set up and let's see what we can do if we can't add some extra pips to our already profitable trade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this price label and I'm going to drop it at 88. What did I say? It's difficult to get it on sometimes. There we go. 88422. And I'm going to lock that in position. Okay. Now, where's my stop going to be? Well, let's just have a look. Let's get my pip counter. We'll go to 88422 and we'll take it. We'll climb up. And what do I like here? Okay. So if you see this level here, this little high here, I like the look of that. Now I could go higher. I could go up that, but that just makes it a little bit too much of a risk for what I'm looking to do here. I believe the market is turning at this level. Okay, so I'm going to keep the risk on this fairly small. So if I was to say 50 pips, 50.9 pips, okay, that is where I'm going to place my stop. So what I'll do there, again, is this is all for me to denote, to just show you what's going on. I just want to, let me just hover. It's this mouse is so tricky. Okay, so let me just lock that in place. So if I can lock that in place, so that's my, and then I can get rid of this. Okay, and maybe I can, let's have a look. Can I was just looking to see if I can put some text on that line. I believe you can, but I'm not 100% sure of how to do it. Add alert to line. Okay. No, I'm not sure. I'm sure you can, and I'm sure I can add some text in here. And I've done it before, but I don't know why I can't. Doesn't matter. Or we know that this is the stop loss level here. Now, where's my take profit going to be? Well, my take profit. Let's just go up the time frame. My second take profit, second take profit is going to be down here, okay, at 463.67. Okay, so that's what we're looking at here. So let's go back down and let's just fashion this trade. And I'm trying not to make this too complicated. So there's my stop loss. Where's my stop going to be? Well, my stop's going to go 2 to 1 between my my entry and my stop loss. So let's fashion that up. And again, you've seen me do this so many times, it's unbelievable. You know, it's just unbelievable the amount of times you've seen me do this, and I'm really happy again to be here showing you this. So let's just go down to here. There's a 1-to-1. Okay. And then what do I do? Do you remember? I get the horizontal line and I drop it in there. Just pull that down a little bit too much. Then I just put my template on it and I take off 50% of the position. So that's a 1-to-1. If if price goes in the direction that I expect it to, there is a 2-to-1. Now you can see there's a couple of levels of support that price has to fight its way through. But if you're confident in your fundamentals, then, you know, just be confident that that's what's going to happen. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set an alert on that line if price crosses down through that line to remove 50%. Remove, or no, not remove, that sounds a bit official, doesn't it? Take off 50%. So that's that alert set in the market. Okay, so I can get rid of this. And I think what I might do is I might make this. No, it's all right. It's all good. I'm gonna leave it as it is. So what next? What next? Well, we just sit now. That's it. I'm going to go across and put this in my real account, because remember, guys, TradingView is only where I do my technical analysis. This is not my account, but everything that I do in here is repeated in my own trading account on MetaTrader 5. Traders, let's see what happens. Just another lesson here, slightly different entry, because I want to see price prove me right. I want to see price work its way down through my level, take me in, and hopefully, you know, get onto our first targets. Traders, thank you for sitting in. Let's just check one more thing out. I just want to see if price does get to where we want to get to, what that is in pips. So 88422. Again, I'm going to struggle to get right on it. Okay, 4 pips, that's not going to matter. So it's going to be approximately, if we do get down to this level, approximately 100 pips on half of the position. So let's see what happens, traders. Thanks again for sitting in. Hope you're enjoying the content. Come across, subscribe to this channel, help this to get out to the community. And remember, with this leg here, I think it's looking weak. Let's see what happens, traders. Take care now. Good morning, traders, and welcome to Trades FX. It is currently Tuesday, the 1st of August, beginning of a new month, and it is just about to turn 26 minutes past 7 a.m. UK time. Traders, welcome to the channel. First things first, traders, if you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out on this channel, come across, subscribe to the channel, leave a note, press on the bell icon, which just makes sure that you get all of these videos as soon as I upload them. So very, very quick video this morning, traders. Last night, okay, let me go back. Here I am. I'm on the 2-hour chart of the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. And last night you watched me place a video here showing you that I believe that this leg was weak. Okay, I thought that this rally was a weak rally in the bear market, and I'm already short the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, as you already know from the videos in this series. So what I was looking to do here is to add a second position just below this pin bar, because I felt that because this is a weak rally, the path of least resistance was down. And what you've got to imagine, traders, let me just fatten this chart up. Let me just push this up and just make it bigger as we look at this. Now, all I did, traders, was I looked inside of this bar here. I looked inside of this rally, and what I could see is as price was getting closer to the resistance here, it just began to look weaker and weaker and weaker. And look at what's now happened. Price has come into this area, rolled down, and one little last rally here. Okay, one little last rally. And price has since rolled over. Now, this trade's not over. Price can still do this, and there's my stop and take me out, or price can go down to our first profit target here, which is, of course, what I'm hoping it's going to do. So I just wanted to shoot this video to show that we're live. You can see the clock ticking here, and there you go. You saw price change there. Okay, so we are on the way, hopefully, to take some first profits. Thanks for sitting in, traders. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you all very, very soon.